Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Fruitlies jungle, where currently Kiwi is being eaten by a carnivorous plant, which, if we were in the Fruitling jungle, their alternative universe, would almost be a good thing, because it would be a sign that soon she would return to the spirit of the jungle, and perhaps help with the eternal kumquat fruits. But this is not that universe, this is the Fruitlies universe, and so this is simply terrifying, and we must do something about this. Little Radish has jumped over, hearing the cries and pleas from the other side of the island. He has left Pome's side, and he has fluttered and splashed his way across the island to help his aunt rescue his other aunt. We have Banana heavily pregnant and as a very old elder now, trying desperately to get over to help because she will always protect the three little ones that she helped to rescue all that time ago. But are you gonna die on me today? Because that's gonna be really hard to cope with. We also have Kumquat rushing over in his sense of protectiveness to try to rescue his sister Kiwi. We have got little Ginger trying to see if he can figure out a way to help even though he is still so young as well. And we have got little Squashy wondering where her mother has run off to. So has little Star, but he's an itty bitty baby and Pummy is watching over him. To the side, wanderer orphan Luru, who is kind of the little bro of Radish, kind of like an adopted playmate more than a brother, to be honest, is watching and trying to figure out how he could possibly help Radish with this entire situation. And then we've got Kira, who just doesn't really care about much, but spending his life, the rest of his days, down by the beach, stuffing his face full of stinky fruit. Ah, Kira. But alright, so I think Coconut's about to go into labor, and while she is trying to rescue her sister from this plant, give birth to a baby, if she gives birth to that baby in the nest next to the carnivorous plant, and it regrows into a carnivorous plant, I fear the baby would be eaten. If she gives birth to a all-white bat who was not born at the heart nest, then we would have come so close but just missed the birth of the Moon Mother. So this is going to be a little bit interesting to see what happens. But let us save Kiwi. Are you guys ready? Let's do this. We gave birth to a baby! Kiwi is still in there! We have Raslua! Oh my gosh, you are like a tiny little piece of ginger. Kiwi's dead! Kiwi is dead! Those are Kiwi's bones! Oh my gosh. 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 Get your mother out of there! Coconut! Oh my gosh! Baby! You're literally in the way! Baby! You are taking- oh my gosh, the roots of this tree make it so that I can't get around! We gave birth to another baby over here too! It's a female fruit bat! Oh my goodness gracious, what is happening? Kiwi! You weren't supposed to die! You were supposed to become my fruit bat my fruit bat of water. Oh my goodness, and now we're gonna starve to death. Kira, you ironically have served your use by at least keeping 3 of our babies alive. Holy cow. Pome, gather up some more of that food. We have to keep these babies alive. What am I going to do? Kumquat, he's cursing under his breath. I don't even know what kind of curses a Fruitly would curse. He's probably cursing something like, I don't know, what's the opposite of a fruit? Like rotten fruit. Those roots are in our way too. Everywhere he turns, he cannot get around the corner to rescue his sister. But Nay, with only 4 days left to live, is trying desperately to wade through the water to help. We have little Lurzu. Can he help? He is so small. Oh, he did it! Lurzu, you amazing little guy. He did it. Oh geez, he has just definitely proven himself to the tribe. Exhausted, Coconut stumbles out of this plant where the bones of her sister lie. This is terrible. Oh my gosh. Meanwhile, Kumquat curses the fact that he does not have the ability to fly, that one of his wings does not work because it has prevented him from being able to wiggle over faster to rescue his sister. Kiwi is no more. The tribe, I think, is going to be in shock right now. They're also going to be starving soon if they are not careful. I think Ginger is going to have to provide some food for his little sister Squashy, who even in this moment of terror and sorrow is hungry. Let's send him down to this. Oh no, the termites have gone bad. They've gone bad, but at least we can eat them back. Take that, termites. Oh no, now Star is covered in termites. The jungle is fighting back. Clearly, the jungle has been cursed. And I think that there is only one explanation to this universe of the Fruitlies. The curse is of these plants. The curse is the wanderers who have come onto the land and brought with them the seeds of these danger plants, carried on their fur, unwittingly perhaps, but with a subtle, malicious, like accidental intention. They have spread these plants, which Coconut's memory of all of the lore that she was given from the Fruitlies tribe never included these carnivorous creatures. But perhaps the tsunami, perhaps a mix of wanderers who roamed across this sacred jungle island brought the seeds of these dangerous plants and have corrupted the jungle as a result. Clearly, we must destroy all of them. That is the realization that Kumquat has just arrived at. And I also think we're going to have to talk pretty soon, Kumquat, because you only have 15 days left, about the fact that a full bat-headed, bat-winged nicheling cannot actually collect any fruit. But we're going to work on that in a little bit, buddy. For now, holy days. Squashy, I think, is just going to wiggle her way towards her brother. We have had quite the intense moment. We have had the birth of Comania, who I need to rename. I'm actually going to rename her to Clementine. Clem, or let's just go with little Clem actually, because she looks like a Clem to me. She has got fishing tail. She kind of reminds me of Kiwi, but she doesn't have a bat wing. She does not have a bat wing, but she has nimble fingers. So I feel that this too would leave Kumquat feeling conflicted, because now he has a daughter who has, well, bat head. I mean, we have Pome, so she is still bat, but she too cannot fly. And I think Kumquat is beginning to wonder what has happened to their tribe that so many of them are unable to take to the tree canopies, take to the sky, the way he remembers their parents and their elders being able to do so before they were lost. Oh my gosh, I need a moment to catch my breath here. Nobody die. Oh, gracious me. Somebody took some damage. I think it was because we are covered in painful little bites. Poor little Star and Ginger. Oh my gosh, yeah. Pome is going to lick those termites off. These are danger termites, but I think that Ginger would insist on trying to get rid of the last of them so that this is a safe spot again. And I think I'm gonna let him like roll around in the mud to try to cool off. Poor little baby Star. I can't believe the baby got nibbled by all of those terrible termites. Squashy is going to gather up some of the fruit. Oh my goodness gracious me. Wow. And then little Luru, I can't believe it. He'll kind of attack it once more as a way of defiance. But he actually saved Coconut's life. I am shocked by that. That is just absolutely fantastic. She's also kind of stuck until this thing gets out of her way, to be completely honest. I can attack it a couple more times, but I don't think that's going to speed it up. But wow. Wow. We've got Clem. We've got Raslua, who is very beautiful. She was born of Coconut. So, oh, she has recessive cracker jaw, recessive toxic body. She does have one little bat wing, recessive stinky tail, KNF immunity, but she's quite plain. I kind of want to name her like Potato. She does kind of remind me of a little potato, or Raslua. Let's go with Raspberry, maybe. She doesn't really look like a raspberry, but let's name her Rasby. Rasa. We're gonna go with Raza after Raspberry. So we have little Raza, and we have Kumquat, who feels this is I feel that he would rush to his son Radish's side and insist this is why We must defend the island against all of this danger. Clearly, these plants, with Coconut's memory absolutely lacking any knowledge about them, clearly they have been brought in by the Wanderers. And I think even though Luru saved Coconut's life, Kumquat cannot now get over his antagonism towards the Wanderers who don't belong on this island. Even while Banana with only 3 days left to live. Oh, and little Clem. I think that she might plead one last time, and I don't know if she'll be able to have one more baby. Maybe she could, but I think we'll have her plead one last time and maybe have a baby as a result, because I would love to see Banana's last child, if she can have one. With Kumquat, she would plead with him to try to have a little bit more compassion, but she is growing old and the dangers of the jungle are growing more and more fierce. And I don't think she could deny that. And I think that Radish would agree with his father's vision. And I do believe that also Ginger would too, that this could be a very dangerous place. And we should have a responsibility to make sure that we can protect the jungle, that clearly it has been infected by, I mean, look at that tongue. It's even got a tongue. Spooky thing. The bones of his aunt are right there. Of course, that's going to make Radish kind of experience life a little differently now and want to protect the tribe. And I don't think, he has no collecting, but he does have strength, and he does have insect collecting to get rid of the danger termites. Because termites could eat the trees! Of course he would want to get rid of the danger termites. They, too, are also a corruption upon the jungle because they could eat the canopy trees where the ancient fruit bats used to nest. This is unacceptable. Absolutely unacceptable. So he will take from his father the need to begin to clear away the jungle and remove all of its dangers. And he will, however, thankfully, from his aunt, from whatever Banana is, a respected elder, be able to take the wisdom of being a little kinder towards wandering outsiders than his father definitely is, because he has little bro Luru, who saved his mother, and that's going to be something Radish never forgets. However, I think that Ginger, who has been raised entirely on the side of the island, surrounded by other bat creatures, I could see how Ginger would kind of understand where Kumquat's coming from. The danger plants were brought in by Wanderers. He has grown up hearing the eternal chomping of Kira stuffing himself silly on these sticky fruit on the other side of the island. So it makes sense how Ginger would think perhaps the Wanderers should not be allowed into this tribe, especially when we have yet to take flight. I think Pomei dreams about being able to have wings, and it really affects her deeply that she does not have any wings. So when we haven't even been able to take flight with our own tribe, why should the Wanderers be allowed in? But again, we'll have to talk about the missing gene in just a little bit. For now, oh my gosh, Radish is going to aggressively start clearing the grass away. Oh, is that everybody? Yes, that is everybody. Star, you stay there. Holy moly, what a day. I cannot believe the drama this poor little tribe has just been through. Little Raza is here. I think that Coconut was quite agitated. She's probably quite devastated. Raza, can I actually name you? You know what? She's brown like a kiwi fruit. We're gonna name her Kiwi after her aunt, not Raza. That feels much better. I feel that that would actually give Coconut's heart a little bit of comfort. And I think that she would also be quite concerned about little Clem. Yeah, I think that Coconut really feels she wants to pass on at least one child who seems to be of the Moon Mother line. Is there actually any male on this island? Radish is her son. Ginger. Luru. Kira. Yeah, there's nobody on the island who carries her albinism gene. So yeah, unfortunately, I don't think she's going to be able to have an albino nicheling. But she still has that lingering chance to potentially have a full-winged bat, which is kind of a full-winged bat-headed bat who is an albino, is the Moon Mother. A female, mind you. And we're kind of waiting for the Moon Mother, so I feel Coconut is still feeling that she should really focus on having children here at the heart of the island. I think Kumquat would find that a little distracting, but he'll agree with her and then dive in to try to like clear away the grasses, because it does leave him comfort knowing that the tribe will continue to grow in size in his absence. Also, we also need to grow in getting some food, so I think it's about time we make our way over to one of the eternal plants, the fruit plants that make this entire island the home of the Fruitlies, and start stuffing our own faces silly. Kira, thank you very much, because we are very low on food and very high on bebes, so let's get moving. Lurzu, you're gonna help out with the food. Radish is going to start clearing things away. Oh, he's got big body. I think he might have to swim through the waterways to cool off while he does that. And Banana actually passes away in 2 days. She has her little baby Clem. Can we free Clem? There we go. We had free Clem from the nest, so hopefully she will be able to grow up. We've got Squashy over here, who is happily gathering up that food. And Palme actually has really high collecting, so I think now that we have eaten of the termite mound again, she's going to wiggle down. And yay, the eternal sticky plants. And then Ginger. Yes, we have just unlocked ram horns and claw. Huzzah! Oh, that's fantastic. Ginger is quote unquote defending the island, and we'll have Little Star hang out with Palme by clearing away the little rabbles who come to eat the fruit. I don't know if they find them much of a threat. I think the plants and the termites are now a bigger threat to them. All right, let's see. Is that everybody? That is everybody. Thank goodness. We have unlocked the ability to attack, and I feel that that is something that Kumquat would quite aggressively want to pass on. Also, Claw does help us out quite a bit with fishing too. But I also think that Kumquat believes that a bat should be able to fly. Would I give him... He already has a chance to pass on Ramhorn. Would I give him Claw though? Because I do think that he wants to become stronger. And it's not quite time to talk about the missing gene yet. I think for Kumquat, as one of the original bats, I'm gonna give him Batwing. There we go. Yeah, I think for him as one of the originals, he, especially having been caught up and unable to save his sister due to not being able to fly and being stuck by all these tree roots, he would want to focus on flying. But if we have a bat who can fly with bat wings and we have bat head, they cannot collect from the special sacred sticky fruit. And I think that it will finally be time for Coconut and Kumquat to have a talk about that next time. All right, let's see what happens tomorrow. All right, okay. All right, that is not a danger plant, but I think that it is going to absolutely freak everybody out that it just popped back up. I mean, Kumquat can't even get out of there. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I think it would freak everybody out that that thing just popped back up again, and they would want to immediately destroy it. And everything else looks good. And Banana still has 1 day left. Maybe she'll be able to have that baby yet. Oh my goodness, that would be so exciting. But all right, guys, we are going to leave off here, having unfortunately lost Kiwi, but welcomed in a wonderful little one. Does she have the fishing tail? She does not have fishing tail. So I think she actually has collecting and strength the highest. So I think she's actually going to be more of a fruit bat gatherer, focusing on finding the fruit of the sacred fruit trees and eating from them, rather than being a splashy in the water wanderer like her aunt that she bears the name of. But Kiwi will live on in our memory at least. And we do have little Clem, who might live up to her aunt's... Oh, 3 on collecting. That's beautiful. Who might live up to her aunt's memories. Unfortunately, she has no wings, which does distress Clem, or does distress Kumquat a little bit. But we'll talk about the realization that perhaps our little population needs to be more diverse than just bat wings and bat face next time when we discuss the lore and the legends of the lost gene. And finally, prepare to say goodbye to Banana, who has offered us so much amazing heroism in saving this tribe and in really getting them off to a great start. We definitely need to focus more on food, so we'll probably shift up to, you know, Kira's lifestyle of eating from the eternal fruit trees. But first, we have to get ourselves over to them, and we have to survive. I mean, look, the eternal fruit tree is being consumed by a termite mound and 3 of the danger plants over here. Clearly, this island is calling out for help to us, and we must save it. Again, look, it's being consumed by the danger plants. Clearly, the Wanderers brought these invasive species here, and we need to do something about it. But alright, so guys, thank you so much for joining me. I am going to have a hard time saying goodbye to Banana, but I think that our tribe is off to a really great start. I love seeing how their lore is developing so differently from our Fruitlings tribe, our stream tribe, who's coming up on the weekend for their next stream. I hope you guys will be really excited to join me for that, because I definitely am. We'll just have a good time. We're just gonna relax. We're gonna see what happens in the alternative universe with that version of Banana, Kiwi, Kumquat, and Coconut. And we're gonna have to see how their story will play out so differently, especially genetically with all these babies. Look at little Clem, she's so freaking cute. Then it has here. So thank you so much. If you guys could, do please leave a like to toss some fruit to our wonderful Fruitlies so that they have something to eat, because we're definitely having a few mini babies for this, to be completely honest. And if you would like to join us for this and literally thousands more adventures, do please consider subscribing, and I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.